Now?
Mayor, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Garfield Mayor and Council for October 28th, 2025, to order at 6:12 p.m. On roll call, council members Rigoloso. Here. Delaney.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Mayoral Advisor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Here.
We have a quorum. Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey requires at the commencement of every meeting, a statement of compliance be read by the presiding officer. Now therefore be advised that the meeting requirements for this meeting have been met by publishing an annual meeting notice in the Record and Herald News and by posting such notice in the office of the city clerk as well as in a public place within the municipal building and by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted on January 2nd, 2025 and published on January 7th, 2025. At this time, if we can please stand for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to ask Pastor John, our city chaplain, to step forward for his invocation. If everyone can please stand.
Mayor, Deputy Mayor, City Manager, Council, I just want to take a second to thank you. 30 days have passed, and as individuals and collectively, you were there for me, you were praying for me and thinking of me, and I can say it was a whirlwind experience, and I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support from our city. I felt each of your prayers, and there's something special that's happening in our municipality. Something's emerging, and we know we're a diverse city, and we're very proud that we're a diverse city, but diversity is not really the strength. It's unique. Diversity is our uniqueness, but unity is our strength. And I want to pray that God will continue to develop that unity amongst our diversity within our city, and that we would ask God's blessing on this time right now. Let's pray. Almighty God, we're grateful for the opportunity to serve our city. We ask for your blessing upon the mayor, the deputy mayors, the council members, the city manager, and the rest of the support staff. We would ask, God, that you would strengthen the mayor and the council, even in their own personal needs. Lord, would you address them as they are dedicated to serving the public. May the deliberations of all business be grounded in good stewardship while being seasoned with love and compassion. We pray an extra blessing upon the Garfield Police Department as they keep our city safe and always are willing to protect and serve. God, would you empower them and those who are being promoted with renewed strength, wisdom, courage, and integrity to fulfill their additional leadership roles with excellence. We are grateful for their and the entire department's relentless service to our city of champions. We ask for wisdom and guidance as we discuss the issues facing our city. We pray this in Christ's name. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor John. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion for approval of meeting minutes, the October 14th, 2025 work session and executive session minutes.
Motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Kane, seconded by Mayor Garnto. On roll call, council members Rigoloso. Delaney.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. Deputy Mayor Raymond. Yes. And Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Motion carries. At this time, I'd like to welcome in the amazing men and women of the Garfield Police Department, to be led by Chief Joseph Delaney and Deputy Chief Ron Bohannon. If everyone can please stand.
DK, forward, march!
Okay, thank you. You may now be seated.
PK, Maddie.
Hi, everyone. It's truly an honor to welcome you all to today's ceremony as we celebrate the promotion of outstanding members of our police department. On behalf of the mayor and city council, I want to express how proud we are to recognize the dedication, leadership, and service that have brought each of you to this moment. These promotions are not just well-deserved, they're a reflection of years of hard work, integrity, and commitment to keeping our community safe. Each of you has demonstrated excellence in your duties. I'm especially pleased to be able to stand here alongside our mayor and council to affirm our full support for the men and women who wear the badge with honor every day. Your success strengthens not only the department, but our entire city. So congratulations to the three of you on this important achievement. Thank you for your continued service. And thank you to your families and colleagues who stand behind you each step of the way. With that being said, we have 3 promotions this evening. I will be starting with Sergeant Benjamin Marcheka. Sergeant Benjamin Marcheka, you can come forward, was born on June 11th, 1988 to parents Ben and Sally. He grew up alongside his younger sister Marie, who tragically passed in 2015. Sergeant Marcheka is engaged to his fiancée, Alana, and has a 10-year-old daughter, Sophia. Sergeant Marcheka was born and raised in Garfield and graduated from Garfield High School in 2007. After graduating, Sergeant Marcheka attended Bergen Community College, where he earned his associate's degree in finance. Before continuing his finance degree further, Sergeant Marcheka chose to follow his true calling, public service, and pursue a career in law enforcement. Sergeant Marcheka was hired by the Garfield Police Department in 2013 and graduated from the Bergen County Police Academy. As a Garfield police officer, Sergeant Marcheka was assigned to the Patrol Division and has completed 12 years of service thus far. In 2016, Sergeant Marcheka became a field training officer where he trained and helped develop the younger police officers. In 2018, Sergeant Marcheka joined the Garfield Police Department's Strategic Response Group. During this time, Sergeant Marcheka was trained in active shooter responses. In 2019, Sergeant Marcheka moved from the Strategic Response Group to the Emergency Service Unit. While in the Emergency Response Unit, Sergeant Marcheka had diversified training in National Tactical Officer Association SWAT program, hazmat operations, confined space awareness, swift water rescue, and many other emergency response courses. Sergeant Marcheka also had the opportunity to travel to New Mexico, where he completed a weeks-long course in the prevention of and response to suicide bombing incidents hosted by New Mexico Tech. Throughout his career, Sergeant Marcheka has responded to a wide variety of calls for service, demonstrating professionalism, courage, and compassion. He has been recognized with 2 CPR Save Awards for his life-saving efforts. His dedication to continuous learning and preparedness has allowed him to apply his extensive training to everyday patrol duties, enhancing the safety and well-being of the Garfield community. Today, as Sergeant Marcheka is promoted to the rank of sergeant, he embraces his new role as a supervisor within the patrol division. He looks forward to leading with integrity, mentoring fellow officers, and continuing his commitment to protect and serve the residents of Garfield. At this time, his family can now step forward as he gets sworn in by Mayor Everett Garnto Jr.
That I will
Okay, next we have Captain Gerald Wish. Captain Gerald Wish was born on May 12, 1984, and is the youngest child of his parents, the late Gerald Sr. and Elaine Wish. He grew up in Garfield, where he attended Garfield High School, graduating in 2003. Following high school, Captain Wish attended Montclair State University, where he earned a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He began his law enforcement career in 2006 when he was hired by the Garfield Police Department. Upon graduating from the Bergen County Police Academy, he was assigned to the Patrol Division as a police officer. In January 2015, Captain Wish was promoted to the rank of sergeant, serving as a first-line supervisor in the Patrol Division. His leadership, professionalism, and dedication to the community earned him a promotion to lieutenant in September 2019. Throughout his career, Captain Wish has maintained a strong interest in traffic enforcement and roadway safety. His dedication in this area has been recognized multiple times with the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Service Award. He has pursued extensive training in crash investigation and is a certified accident reconstructionist through the University of North Florida's Institute of Police Technology and Management. In addition, Captain Wish proudly serves as a supervising firearms instructor for the Garfield Police Department. Committed to continuous professional development, Captain Wish studied police administration and leadership at Fairleigh Dickinson University. In 2022, he successfully completed the prestigious New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police Command and Leadership Academy. Most recently, Captain Wish became a certified emergency vehicle operations course instructor and now teaches police recruits at the Bergen County Police Academy, where he helps prepare the next generation of law enforcement officers. Outside of his professional responsibilities, Captain Wish enjoys spending quality time with his family, Carol, Violetta, and James. Together, they can often be found walking, biking, working out, swimming, and enjoying time outdoors. One of his greatest joys is traveling with his family and exploring new places. Captain Wish would like to extend his heartfelt gratitude to his sisters, Sarah and Lisa, and thank their families for their continued love and support throughout his career. He would also like to thank his mother-in-law, Maria, for her unwavering encouragement. In addition, he extends his sincere appreciation to all of the members of the Garfield Police Department family, especially Lieutenant Nicholas Santillo, for their friendship, guidance, and assistance over the years. A special thank you is also extended to Chief Joseph Delaney, as well as the Mayor and Council, for their confidence in him and their shared commitment to making the Garfield Police Department better than ever. Lastly, Captain Wish would like to thank his mother, Elaine, for always showing him what it means to go above and beyond, to help those in need, and to give every effort his all. He knows he couldn't have done it without her guidance and love. The only person missing during this joyous celebration is his father, Gerald Sr., who sadly passed away earlier this year. Captain Wish hopes to make him as proud as he always was proud of him. The many life lessons taught by his father are what make him a good friend, leader, and coworker to those around him. He knows his dad is watching over him and will always be with him. Upon his promotion to captain, Gerald Wish will serve as the Operations Division Commander within the Garfield Police Department. At this time, if his family can please step forward as he gets sworn in as captain by Mayor Everett Garnto Jr.
Constitution of the United States.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have Deputy Chief Ron Bohannon, or what I now like to call, thanks to the mayor, Bobo. Deputy Chief Ron Bohannon has proudly served the Garfield Police Department since January 1999, bringing more than 25 years of leadership, professionalism, and community dedication to his hometown. A third-generation member of Garfield, he has devoted his career to protecting, serving, and strengthening the city. Born and raised in Garfield, Deputy Chief Bohannon is the son of Ron and Lucille Bohannon. He grew up on Main Street with his sisters, Robin and Rhonda, attending Thomas Jefferson School No. 9 and Paramus Catholic High School, before earning his bachelor's degree from William Patterson College, majoring in history and minoring in communication. Deputy Chief Bohannon began his law enforcement career in January 1999 when he was hired by the Garfield Police Department and attended the Bergen County Police Academy. Upon graduation, he was assigned to the Patrol Division, where he served with distinction for more than 23 years. He remains a dedicated member of Garfield PBA Local 46 and has held the positions of Recording Secretary and President in the organization. His leadership and professionalism have been consistently recognized through successive promotions: Sergeant in 2014, Lieutenant in 2016, and Captain in 2022. Upon being promoted to captain, he was appointed commander of the Operations Division, a role in which he oversaw daily operations, personnel development, and community engagement initiatives, a position he held until his promotion to deputy chief. Throughout his career, Deputy Chief Bohannon has also served in several specialized capacities, including Bicycle Patrol Commander, Domestic Violence Liaison, and Field Training Coordinator, just to name a few. His focus on mentorship, training, and officer wellness has helped shape a culture of accountability and excellence within the department. Deputy Chief Bohannon believes that effective policing is built on integrity, accountability, and strong community partnerships. His leadership emphasizes teamwork, transparency, and a commitment to public trust. He has been recognized with multiple departmental commendations for his professionalism, leadership, and dedication to service. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Ron's greatest pride is his family. He met his wife, Danielle, in 1997, and the two were married in June 2000. In September 2009, they welcomed their daughter, Simone, completing their family and continuing their shared love of travel, humor, and new experiences together. As he continues his service as Deputy Chief, Ron remains focused on fostering professionalism, innovation, and community engagement within the Garfield Police Department while upholding the highest standards of public service. At this time, if Deputy Chief Bohannon can please step forward alongside his family to be sworn in by Mayor Everett Garnto Jr.
That. Okay, at this time, I'd like to ask Chief Delaney to step forward to share a few words.
Good evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming to show your support for the Garfield Police Department. Friends, family, congratulations. It is very well deserved. Mayor and council and the city manager, thank you so much for constantly promoting people to help our department thrive and to be successful in every which way possible. It is an honor and privilege to work with the men and women who I get to serve with every single day. We all have a special bond. I've known many of them growing up. Captain Wish and I graduated high school together. Deputy Chief Bohannon and I, he was a FTO when I first got hired. I was graduating the 8th grade when he got hired in '99, so we'll just leave it at that.
Whoa.
Well, 63.
Yeah.
Ben, I've known you forever. I've seen you go through a few struggles in your life, and, you know, she's definitely looking down upon you. Tonight's not about me. Tonight's about the three of them. So instead of me speaking on behalf of everybody, I'm going to request Deputy Chief Bohannon to come up, address the crowd, the family members, and the men and women of the Garfield Police Department. So without further ado, Deputy Chief Bohannon.
No, but how do we?
Just hold it. Oh, I got so much to say, but I'm not going to.
Good way to sing a song. Can everybody hear me? My wife always says that I talk low and mumble, so I don't want to do that tonight. Whew, tough crowd. I said I don't want to do that tonight. Okay. So first, before I start tonight, I want to congratulate my fellow officers getting promoted here tonight. I've worked with Ben and Jerry for a long time, and besides making great ice cream,
Ben and Jerry.
they're both pretty good officers. All right, but seriously, I have worked with them both for a long time, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do great in their new positions. Congratulations, Sergeant Marcheka, Captain Wish, and your family. Okay. So during the course of my career, I never once imagined that I would be standing up here delivering a speech like this. So when the chief asked me to prepare a few words to say here tonight, it really gave me the opportunity to reflect on not only my career, but a lot of the people who helped me get to where I am. So first and foremost, I want to thank City Manager Erin Delaney. It's really been nothing but a pleasure to work for her for the last few years. My friend and former coworker, Mayor Everett Garnto Jr. He calls me Bobo, I call him Eddie Garbo. Just so you know.
He does, Garbo.
My fellow deputies, Deputy Mayors Kane and Raymond,
She's on the phone.
Councilmember Rigoloso, and my guy, Councilmember Delaney. Thank you all for the respect and confidence you showed in my abilities to hold such a high position in this department. Chief Delaney, thank you not only for your leadership, but your friendship and the trust you've shown in me to assist you in leading the department. If I thought the city or this department was heading in the wrong direction in any way, I wouldn't be standing here tonight. So, a few years ago, I was a lieutenant in the patrol division, and at that time, there was sort of a logjam in the ranks above me, and there wasn't a lot of movement, and I sort of thought I maxed out in my career, and there was really nothing left for me in GPD. And to be honest with you, I couldn't wait to retire. As a matter of fact, I went around telling everybody I was going to think of the rest of my career as a car lease, because every time I turn around, my 3-year car lease is up, and I got to get a new one. So my thought process was, I will think of my last 39 months of my career. Time's going to fly by, and I'll be out the door. But a few things happened during those 39 months. If you'd have told me that I'd be standing here as deputy chief today, I would have thought you were crazy. And if you would have told me Everett would be mayor swearing me in,
Oh, I love you.
I would have thought there was a complete break with reality. But seriously, it's very difficult for me to put into words how genuinely honored and humbled I am to hold such a high position, not only in my chosen profession, but in the city that I called home for so long. For those who don't know, my roots in Garfield run very deep. My parents, I was raised on Main Street. My mom was raised on Pacific Avenue, my dad on Franklin Avenue, then Prospect Street. They had a shop on 716 River Drive for over 40 years. My uncle was the head football coach for the Garfield High School football team. My sisters were captains of the cheerleading team. It goes on and on. My wife and her family, lifelong Garfield residents. So when I say purple and gold runs through my veins, I mean it. If you need proof, look at our patrol cars.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
And the little Boilermaker on the back, because that was me. But I say all this to tell all the citizens of Garfield, past, present, and future, it's been an honor to serve and protect this city for my career. Every officer I've ever worked with in the Garfield Police Department, I want to thank each and every one of you, because I learned something from all of you. From the people I hold in the highest regard, like Tim Brutowski and Craig Roselli, who always had the time to share their knowledge, teach you to get things done the right way, to 5 to 7 people I really couldn't stand, who taught me how never to treat somebody, including a fellow employee. I thank you all. To the very few people who really tried to deter me, derail me, or stifle me, better luck next time. But seriously, in all seriousness, there are 2 people here tonight that I do want to recommend because they went above and beyond to help me in my career. Retired Captain Martin Gray. We've known each other for a long time. Yeah. We've known each other for a long time, and we always had really good conversation, lots of laughs, but he always gave me solid advice. Whenever I had some harebrained scheme to say or do something, to make a point that was a little out in left field, he would listen to me and say, yeah, I did that. It's not going to be received the way you intend, so I would kind of not do that. Then when I thought about it, he was usually right. Then when I began to make rank, he really stepped up. He literally helped me turn my career around. So when I found out I was being promoted to deputy chief, he was one of the first people I reached out to, and I texted him, tell him and to thank him for all his help. In true Marty fashion, he texted me back, you're welcome, but I wouldn't have done any of that if I didn't see your true potential.
It's true.
My academy mate, retired Chief Rich Urim. A clap for the retired chief.
Damn. Giving orders already, huh, Chief?
So whoever knows me knows what I think of Rich and his tenure as chief, but just to give you a little background, when he was made chief, one of the very first things he did was request I be promoted to captain. Then he immediately removed me from patrol and invited me into his command staff to help run the police department. I'll forever be grateful for the amount of appreciation and respect he showed me and my work to invite me along with Captain Pozo and then Captain Delaney into his command staff to help change the culture of the police department. Thank you, Rich. To all my current brother and sister officers in the whole Garfield Police Department, I just want to let you know, other than being a husband to my wife and a father to my daughter, being the deputy chief is the greatest honor of my life.
Oh, wow.
And I just want to share something with all of you, especially those in the patrol division where I spent too much time. On September 1st, 2014, I woke up. I was 15 and a half years into my career. Put my uniform on, went to work as a patrol officer. September 30th, 2025, 11 years later, I woke up, put my uniform on, went to work as the deputy chief. Now, I don't say that to pat myself on the back because Joe and I were in the same testing cycle and he obviously went further faster. I tell you to do not ever think you have a goal that's unattainable or something you can't accomplish, because they are not, and yes, you can. Most importantly, I want to thank my family, and I have a wonderful one. My sisters are here tonight, Robin and Rhonda, my beautiful nieces, my awesome nephews, my brother-in-laws, my sister-in-law. I have friends here tonight that I've known forever, friends that I've met in the police department. You've all shown me.
I know you're not done. Just give you.
You've shown me encouragement and love I fear I can never repay, but I'll never stop trying. And of course, my beautiful wife, Danielle. And the light of my life, our daughter, Simona. Thank you for being the best part of me, for taking this journey with me. I love you more than I can ever express in words. All right, finally, it'd be impossible for me to stand up here tonight and not speak about my parents. All of the achievements in my career and in my life are a direct result of the love, honesty, integrity, compassion, humility, and dignity they instilled in me and my sisters. My mom, Lucille, passed away a year and 3 days ago. She got to see me make the rank of captain. And my dad, Ron, passed away in 2015. Sadly, he only saw me make sergeant, and at that time, I still wasn't being treated very well. I was admittedly pretty disgruntled. He never got to see the comeback story. But if you knew my parents, I think you'd agree with me. My dad would think me being deputy chief was the coolest thing ever. My mom would be bursting with pride. It genuinely pains me they're not here to spend this time with me. At the risk of speaking for my brother officers getting sworn in tonight, as I've said, I've known them both a long time, and I know they both too have losses in their life. So to Marie Marcheka, Gerald Wish Sr., Ron and Lucille Bohannon, thank you all for shaping who we've become. So as I finish up here, I just want to let you all know that I'm filled with gratitude. I didn't reach this position alone, but with the help of great mentors, dedicated coworkers, loyal friends, Buddhist teachings that keep me grounded, punk rock songs reminding me to be myself and never give up. And most of all, I was shaped by a loving family and two incredible parents whose lessons guide me every single day. My promise to my brother and sister officers, to the city leadership, and to the citizens we serve is simply this. I will continue to lead with honesty, integrity, compassion, and pride, and do everything I can to honor this badge, this department, and this city of Garfield that has given me so much. Thank you all for being a part of this journey. It is the honor of my life to serve as the Deputy Chief of the Garfield Police Department, and I assure you it's an honor I will never take for granted. Thank you.
Wow. That's all I can say right now. I'm going to turn it over to our council and deputy mayor for comments. Councilman Riggs?
It's going to be tough to follow that, Deputy Chief. So I'm going to just keep it short.
Yeah.
Ron, Benny, Jerry, congratulations. Your hard work and determination to the city of Garfield is truly appreciated, and it shows, and that's why you're standing there today. The city celebrates your achievements. We are so proud of all of you guys. Congratulations. I just do want to say a side note that it does seem like it is a family here. The culture has changed dramatically, and we're proud of that, and that is the leadership of the GPD. I see all the alumni back there, or the retirees. They come for that support, like you were talking about. And it's amazing. It's amazing what things are looking like and looking into the future. I do want to say, just a side note too, is that, Jer, about a year and a half ago, your father came to visit me at the middle school, and he sat down to talk to me, and he spoke about you for about 45 minutes about, you know, where you're going and what you should be doing. I just wanted to share that with you. I know I never talked to you about it, and I see you in the gym every morning now. So I was waiting for that moment to share that with you, that I wanted to make sure that you were taken care of, and you were a great officer, and we're so proud of you. I want to share that. And I see my friend Benny from the old day. Congratulations. And to the Bohannon family, congratulations, everybody. We're proud. The city of Garfield's proud. Keep us safe. Thank you.
Councilman Delaney?
Just when you think the Garfield Police Department is at its best, we have a night like tonight. Tell me, is this a great night? Well, look at these three guys over here. You know, we had promotions a few weeks ago, and I was over, you know, I was enthused and so proud. And here we are a few weeks later, and we're making Ronnie Bohannon deputy chief. We're making Jerry Wish a captain. We're making my neighbor Benny a sergeant. And the guys and the girls that are out here supporting them, I support you 100%. We got the best police department in the state of New Jersey or the country. I'm telling you right now, hands down, without a doubt. Most importantly, always you hear about family, and all three of them come from great families. They all have people looking down from heaven on them right now, and they're just as proud up there looking down as we are right here looking at them. You know, I happen to be good friends with Jerry Wish, and we sat on the Board of Ed together, and you would like to see some good rumbles we had. And we did, and you know what? We always came out shaking hands. And that's like that. That's what the city of Garfield is. No matter what, we always come together for the betterment of the city, such as tonight. Benny, congratulations, pal. I know your family well. I walk my dog down past your house. I swear I pick up the stuff.
That's not what that tape said.
And I'm telling you, I do. I swear to God, I do. Chair, I think Jerry Wish still holds the record for the Academy for the running. Is that the Ironman or something you won, Jer? Correct. Yeah, be proud. Say it out loud. So we have, and he's still an athlete. He's still looking good. He's still looking good. Jer, congratulations to you and your family. So proud. To my buddy, Deputy Chief Ron. Now, if anybody sees Deputy Chief Ron on the street, last thing you'd think he is a deputy chief. If you follow Ron on Facebook when he's on vacation,
yes.
Last thing you'd think is he's a deputy chief. If you listen to Ron's taste of music, which I love, the last thing you'd think is he's a deputy chief. When he takes off that hat and he gets that hairstyle going, the last thing you think is he's Ronnie's deputy chief. But I'm telling you right now, Ronnie's going to be a great deputy chief. Ron, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. You deserve it. You deserve it now more than ever, pal. I'm so proud of you, Ron. You and your family. And for some reason tonight, we have two pastors in the house. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad. I don't know if we need an extra prayer tonight. But we have, of course, Pastor John. We have Pastor Brian in the back. Pastor Bryant, now he comes to support you guys too, and he's one of the best. You want to hear a good speech? You guys ain't doing nothing on a Sunday from 10 in the morning to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Come listen to him preach. All right, pack a lunch. Now, everybody, we also know that it's No Shave November, something like that, with the officers growing the hair on their face. Well, I happen to grow the mustache. All right. Yeah,
I thought that was I thought that was dirt.
Now, I've been getting a lot of compliments on it.
Where?
I have been getting a lot of compliments. So I mean, I was told that I look like an adult film star from the '70s, which is the look I was going for. All right. But in order to support the Garfield PD, I'm not going to shave this. I'm going to keep it, no matter what my wife says. And believe me, my wife hates it. All right? But I'm going to keep it just to support the men and women of the Garfield Police Department.
All right.
Which means I won't be shaving it until at least after the meeting's over. But with that, I just want to give a quick out to somebody watching on TV tonight. His name is Damon, who happens to be the father of my newest grandchild to be. So he actually tuned in to watch these guys get promoted. So let's give him a big shout out. Give him a big wave to the camera.
Oh, thank you, Councilman Delaney, for keeping that short. Deputy Mayor Kane, would you like to say a few words?
So I'm gonna keep it short. You guys are amazing. Garfield PD is second to none. You guys, we love the Garfield Police Department in the city, regardless of what people are saying on Facebook. We know that you do the work. You do nothing but fight all day long to make sure that the city is safe. I don't know if you guys feel the same way about me when I'm calling you at night because the Walmart alarms are going off. But hey, you guys are amazing. Congratulations, well deserved to all of you guys, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Kane. I'm going to attempt this. Deputy Mayor Tanner, could you hear me?
I sure can.
Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I would. I would like to say a few words. Of course, I'm always proud of our police department. They are the best. We are the best. I don't know of another department that could outdo ours. Congratulations to the 3 that were promoted tonight. Well deserved. I wish I could be there just to see Joe's mustache.
Tanner, you're not missing anything, trust me.
Oh, okay. But best of luck to our 3 police officers that were promoted. I pray that God watches over all of you, every single one of you, every day when you leave your home. You've earned your salary, because you never know what you're stepping into. Just be careful, and I hope and pray that the Lord keeps you all safe. I wish I could have been there tonight, but unfortunately, I'm just a little under the weather. But thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Tanner. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I promise I will also keep it very short, not like Mr. Delaney. You know, you look at the 3 gentlemen standing over to my right, that just was promoted to the rank of sergeant, captain, and deputy chief. There's one thing in common, and we all heard that this evening. They all grew up in Garfield and raised by wonderful families in Garfield. So I love that. I love hiring and promoting within our city. I think it's very important. Listen, I know it's going to change a little now because of the way with the hiring process with the resume system now, and I'm good with that. But I just love to see within, getting hired. Like I said, these 3 people standing up here, it's a true testament to just looking in the back and you see, like Deputy Chief Bohannon stated about retired Captain Martin Gray sitting in the back there. Martin, I love you. You know that. He gave very good advice from lessons learned with himself trying certain things that people came to him and talked about. So he's here honoring these men. You have retired Captain Linares here, who I always respected. He's a great man. You got the retired chief, Richie Urim here. You got the retired Detective Captera in the back. I mean, that says volumes for you 3 gentlemen up there. It really does. Your bios speak for themselves, so I'm not going to go on and on and on. But, Benny, I'm very, very proud of you. All 3 of you, like that was mentioned, you all had losses recently in your family, and I know for sure that they're all looking down upon you and just have a smile and so very proud of you. I'm proud of you. I worked more with Captain Wish and Deputy Chief Bohannon, and I could tell you stories. And what I love about these 2 men, what I truly love, they are the utmost professional when the job calls to be professional. But they are so great and so fun to work with when there is some downtime. They are 2 of the funniest individuals that you'll ever meet. And I truly mean that. They're good. Benny, I know your family. I graduated with some of them back in high school. I know you. You're a great man, but I don't know you as good as the 2 gentlemen to your left. But I know where you came from, and you came from a tremendous family. I'm going to end this now before I turn it over to our city manager, but before doing so, I want to thank our deputy chief's wife, Danielle, and his beautiful daughter, Simone, for sharing the wonderful vacations you've gone on the last couple of years. I swear, just like with Pastor John, his Monday morning motivation, I get up, the first thing I do is I go on Facebook to do that. When I get up in the morning knowing that you guys are either in Greece or Portugal, I'm like, all right, I got to see what Bobo and his family is doing. But I want to thank you both, all right? All right, thank you, and congratulations to all. The city manager, it's all yours.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, at this time, we do have a short agenda that follows this ceremony, but I will, before I ask the chief to dismiss his department, I am going to ask the mayor and council for a motion for a brief 5-minute recess so that we can take pictures. If you can keep it to about 5 minutes so that we can continue on with the rest of our agenda for the evening. So with that being said, is there a motion for a recess?
I'll make a motion for a recess.
Second.
I have a motion by Mayor Garnto, seconded by Deputy Mayor Kane. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, at this time, I would like to ask Chief Delaney to please dismiss his department.
Attack! My command, pull out. Hard. Look!
Yeah. I'll ask him. All right, we're going to take a couple. So, hey, okay, what are you trying to hide, though? Where's this?
Regoloso. Delaney.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Okay, moving on with the remainder of our agenda this evening, Resolution R-492-25, establishing National First Responders Day as October 28th, 2025. Is there a motion on the resolution?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Mayor Garnto, seconded by Deputy Mayor Kane. On roll call, council members Regoloso.
Aye.
Delaney.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, now moving on to ordinances being read on first reading. Resolution R-493-25, introduced ordinance 3107 on first reading. Be resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend Part 2, General Legislation, Chapter 100, Cannabis, of the revised general ordinances of the city of Garfield, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard at a meeting held on November 10, 2025 at 6 p.m., or as soon, at 5 p.m., or as soon after same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard, and be further resolved that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law. For members of the public and the mayor and council, this ordinance increases the Class 2 licenses from 4 to 5. Just the Class 2 licenses. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Delaney, seconded by Mayor Garnto. On roll call, Councilmember Regoloso.
Aye.
Delaney.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution R-494-25, introduced ordinance 3108 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend general legislation, Chapter 226, Parking, Article 2, Parking for handicapped persons of the Code of the City of Garfield, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard at a meeting held on November 10th, 2025 at 5 p.m. or soon thereafter, a scene can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. And be it further resolved that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law. For members of the public and the mayor and council, this ordinance just clarifies that individuals that have a handicap parking spot on the street are not exempt from obtaining the 2-year overnight parking permit. Is there a motion? I'll make a motion. Okay, I have a motion by Delaney, seconded by Deputy Mayor Raymond. On roll call, council members Regoloso.
Aye.
Delaney.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution R-495-25, introduced ordinance 3109 on first reading. Be resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend Part 2, General Legislation, Chapter 325, Vehicles and Traffic of the City Code of the City of Garfield, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard at a meeting held on November 10th, 2025 at 5 p.m. or soon thereafter, a scene can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. And be it further resolved that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law for members of the public and the mayor and council. This ordinance amends the ordinance that was just adopted on October 14th due to typographical error. This will address parking and traffic issues in the vicinity of Ray Street and Lanza Avenue during school pickup and drop-off hours. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Mayor Garnto, seconded by Deputy Mayor Kane. On roll call, council members Regoloso.
Aye.
Delaney.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Yes.
Motion carries. Moving on to ordinances being read on second reading. Resolution R-496-25, introduced ordinance 3103 on second reading. Whereas a public notice has been given by the city clerk that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend Part 1 Administrative Legislation, Chapter 12, Court of the City Code of the City of Garfield to provide for the issuance of administrative search warrants, was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Tuesday, October 14, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance would be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be resolved by the mayor and council of the City of Garfield that said ordinance pass on final reading. For members of the public and the mayor and council, this ordinance provides our judge the authority to issue a search warrant in certain
Have you lost your precious photos?
Said Mayor, you do need to open.
For years and thought they were gone forever.
Man. Okay, this one. Okay, at this time, I'm going to open this ordinance 3103 to the public for any comments or concerns. If you have any, come up to the mic, state your name and address. If not, any public comments or concerns on this ordinance 3103? If not, I'm going to close the public session of that and hand it back over to our city manager, Ms. Delaney.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I had a motion by Delaney, seconded by Mayor Garnto. On roll call, Councilmembers Verdeloso. Delaney. Deputy Mayor Kane.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution R-497-25, introduced ordinance 3104 on second reading, whereas a public notice has been given by the city clerk that an ordinance entitled Capital Ordinance to appropriate an additional sum of $52,000 for the preliminary design and bidding services for the Elm Park Wellfield PFC treatment line for the water utility of the city of Garfield County, Bergen, State of New Jersey, to be funded by the Reserve for Water Improvements, was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Tuesday, October 14, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance would be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Garfield that said ordinance pass on final reading for members of the public and the mayor and council. This ordinance allows us to perform additional work at the Elm Park Wellfield for our PFC treatment. It does not issue debt. It is a recommendation from our auditor now when we use money in our reserves to do a capital ordinance. So it's not a bond ordinance that's issuing debt.
Okay. At this time, I'm going to open up for public comments or concerns. This ordinance 3104, this ordinance only. If you have any comments or concerns, step up to the mic, state your name and your address, please. Okay, if none, I'm going to close the public comment section and hand it back over to our city manager to resume the meeting.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there a motion? Okay, I have a motion by Delaney, seconded by Deputy Mayor Raymond. On roll call, council members Verdeloso.
Aye.
Delaney.
Yes, this ordinance here, once again, it's to better the water that we have in the city, and I'm happy to see that the council is moving forward and always trying to improve our water in the city. It's a step in the right direction, so I definitely vote aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. Mayor Garnto.
Before I say yes, I just want to put on record that I concur with everything that Councilman Delaney just said, and I'm very happy that we're doing everything and anything we can do to make our water cleaner and better and safer. Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Resolution R-498-25, introduced ordinance 3105 on second reading. Whereas a public notice has been given by the city clerk that an ordinance entitled Capital Ordinance to appropriate an additional sum of $12,000 for the maintenance of wells 1 and 2 by and for the water utility of the city of Garfield County, Bergen, State of New Jersey, to be funded by the Reserve for Water Improvements, was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Tuesday, October 14, 2025, and that further consideration of the ordinance would be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Garfield that said ordinance pass on final reading for members of the public, mayor, and council. Same goes for the previous ordinance. However, this addresses wells 1 and 2 for the city.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to open this this ordinance only 3105 for any public comments or concerns. If you have any, step up to the mic, state your name and address, please. I see none, so I'm going to close this portion of the public comments, close it, and turn it back over to our city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there a motion?
I'll second.
I have a motion by Delaney, seconded by Mayor Garnto. Roll call, council members Verdeloso.
Aye.
Delaney.
Just to repeat my previous comments, once again, we are improving, this money is being spent to improve our water in the city, which is a very big asset that we have in the city, so I definitely vote aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Before I say yes, I just want to put on record that I agree with everything that Councilman Delaney just said in reference to this charge to maintain our water to its best quality possible, so yes.
Okay, motion carries. And lastly, we have resolution R-499-25, introduced ordinance 3106 on second reading. Whereas a public notice has been given by the city clerk that an ordinance entitled "An Ordinance of the City of Garfield, County of Bergen, New Jersey, rescinding ordinance number 2985 titled "An Ordinance Authorizing the Mayor and City Clerk pursuant to NJSA 48:20-1 at SEC to execute a financial agreement by and between the City of Garfield and Meridia Garfield 69 Urban Renewal LLC for property located on Block 34.02, Lot 28, also known as 69 Hepworth Place, as shown on the official tax map of the City of Garfield and located in a redevelopment area, was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Tuesday, October 14, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance would be taken up at this meeting, whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the City of Garfield that said ordinance pass on final reading.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to open up this ordinance 3106 and this ordinance only for any public comments or concerns. If there are any, step up to the mic, state your name and address, and do so. You can use.
Good evening. My name is Allison Ingenito, Ingenito, and I am an attorney at law, and I represent Meridia Garfield 69 Urban Renewal LLC pursuant to this matter before the mayor and the council today. I'm here this evening to ask why this is happening, and second, to put something on the record to maybe get some clarification to the council as to why this shouldn't happen tonight. So the history of this matter begins on April 3rd, 2023, where a financial agreement was executed by Meridia and the City of Garfield. On April 12th, 2023, the redevelopment agreement was executed by the same parties. This is the effective date on which the construction schedule begins, and that's Exhibit 1 of the redevelopment agreement. It was required within 60 days of that effective date that the governmental applications would be submitted. They were submitted. The redevelopment agreement has a provision in Section 1.01 regarding uncontrollable circumstances, which provides contractual relief to Meridia from strict adherence to the project schedule. On August 9th, 2023, just a few months later, IWS Transfer Systems of New Jersey filed a complaint in lieu of prerogative writ, challenging the subject property from being designated as in need of any redevelopment. That is case Bergen County Law Division 4206-23. On October 23, 2023, Resolution R-46223 was heard here in this chamber to allow Mr. Alampi to reply on behalf of the City of Garfield. So the City of Garfield was aware that there was pending litigation on this matter. On August 19, 2024, this case in Bergen County was dismissed by the Bergen County Superior Court, but however, a timely appeal was filed at the Appellate Division. On April 22, 2025, Resolution R-21825 was heard here in this chamber to allow more funding for Mr. Alampi to reply to this appellate action taken in the court. So again, Council, Mayor, we're on notice that this matter was still in litigation. On June 2nd, 2025, a letter from Richard Malgiri, attorney for Garfield Redevelopment Agency, was sent to my client about property ownership on the property, as well as the project schedule. Before my client could even respond to that, Alyssa Semino replied to the appellate action that was in the appellate court at the time on behalf of the planning board. So again, the town was aware that there was pending litigation. On July 30th, 2025, Dennis Liloya responded to the correspondence, attorney for Meridia. First, he told Meridia was the contract purchaser of the property and they were unable to close due to New Jersey Industry Site Recovery Act. The seller hadn't taken care of some of the things they had to, but documents were presented, so you could see that my client had standing to take this action. Then he explained everything that I just explained, which was there was an appeal pending before the Appellate Division, which is still to be heard. And again, that was Section 1.01 of the original redevelopment agreement. Now, on October 24th, the city of Garfield posted their agenda for this meeting tonight. And that's when I saw that there was a first read of this, and I didn't have any notice of it, and I apologize. If I had received some notice of it, I would have come before it was going to be enacted this evening. So today, I'm here to not only ask why this is happening, because my client is not in any breach of any agreement, and if there is an issue that my client is not aware of or I'm not aware of, we are more than happy to suggest perhaps we table this vote for this evening and we come to a meeting of the minds as to why this is happening and if there are any issues that we could come together and resolve them. I thank you, Mr. Mayor. I thank you, council members, and I thank you for the beautiful showing of community that was in this chamber just a little while ago. It's great to see that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else have any public comments or concerns in reference to this ordinance and this ordinance only? If none, I'm going to close the public comment section down and hand the meeting back over to our city manager, Ms. Delaney.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there a motion on the ordinance?
Motion.
I'll second it.
I'll second, okay.
I have a motion by Deputy Mayor King, seconded by Mayor Garnto. On roll call, council members Rigoloso.
Before I go, I just want to say, I agree with pilots. I think pilots create jobs in our neighborhood. It's, we get more tax, we get 95% of the tax as opposed to 55%. Ensures that the city is financially secure over the years. It's, it revitalizes neighborhoods. So I'm going to vote.
Delaney?
For the two main reasons I stated when this ordinance first came up, I voted no. I'll restate them again. The area down there by the monument, it is an area which is definitely in need of redevelopment. If anybody knows the area, it's across from the monument next to the transfer station. So the area is definitely in need of redevelopment. There's old factories, old buildings down there that hasn't been touched in decades. All right, and one of the main reasons I was for this redevelopment was because it could enable the city to maybe redevelop the transfer station, which is right there. And so, lo and behold, IWS Transfer Station was the company who did file the grievance, or filed a lawsuit, thank you, a lawsuit against this. So knowing the reason they did that, looks to me, the reason being that they realized, yeah, maybe the city can redevelop that area. Well, what we've been trying to do for many, many years. So that's one of the reasons, and of course, I really don't want to get into a lawsuit. I feel we could be more responsible talking to the developers. You know, I feel there's always a way you can meet at a table and discuss, instead of just going to court. Only one that makes money at court is the lawyers. So with that, my two main reasons for voting no on this on this ordinance is what I just mentioned. With that, I vote no.
Deputy Mayor King?
Before I vote, I want to say that a big reason why we ran on the council was because we do not believe in pilot programs. We believe in redevelopment, but we do not believe in the pilots that come along with some of these redevelopments. We don't want the big buildings. We don't want the overdevelopment in Garfield. And if you have to pay your full share of taxes, then so do they. So I'm voting yes.
Deputy Mayor Raymond?
I'm voting yes for the same reasons that Mr. Payne just made public. We feel we are overdeveloped. We do not believe in pilot programs. If our citizens have to pay 100% taxes, well then so should everybody else. So I think Meridia has done very well with the city of Garfield in the past. So there resolution, this ordinance.
You and Mayor Garnto.
Before I vote, I too want to share the same sentiments that my two deputy mayors just did. And I just, again, I don't want to call anyone out to start an argument, but I have to disagree with what Councilman Rigolosi just said. It creates jobs. You tell me one of these pilots that created jobs. Give me some examples of what jobs were created in this city due to the pilots that the prior council gave Mr. Meridia, which is a total of 7. I don't know of one. Yeah, I'm asking, what jobs? Well, how is it benefiting the city of Garfield? That didn't employ any of the Garfield people, you know. Again, we don't have to go back and forth now. You know, as Deputy Mayor Tanner Raymond just stated, I think the company Meridia profited big time on the backs of the taxpayers of this city. And I'll reiterate what they said too. I mean, you know, I have to pay 100% of my taxes. And, you know, listen, if this was like one pilot, you're talking 7, and you're talking 7 big buildings that were put into this city of 2 square miles of 40,000 people. You try to move in the streets of this city at 3 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I vote yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Motion carries. Okay, with that being said, we'll move on to our consent agenda. Before I ask for a motion, are there any questions from the governing body on the consent agenda? And as noted earlier, Deputy Mayor Raymond, there are not any Passaic Valley bills.
Very good, thank you.
It's Mayor Garnto.
We vote on that?
You go on that.
Good.
Any other questions?
I have none, Mr. City Manager.
There's- All right, if there's no other questions, I'll entertain a motion on the consent agenda.
Motion.
I'll second. Go ahead, Rich, you could second.
Okay, I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Kane, seconded by Rigoloso. On roll call, council members Rigoloso. Delaney.
I vote aye, and on resolution 52225, I voted double aye.
I knew where you were going, Joe.
Right.
Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Before I vote, I just want to bring up something that's kind of thrown in here. Resolution 519-25. It's requiring public debates during municipal council elections. You should have looked at it before you voted. So from here on out, every election year, there will be a minimum of 2 public debates televised and held and sponsored by the city council, but hosted by a third party. So you guys will be able to get all the information by all the candidates running. You don't have to read flyers. You don't have to read mailers. So all the people that are running against us in 3 years, don't waste your time, because the public can come out and ask us the questions directly rather than listening to somebody's mailers. So I vote yes, and I vote double yes on 519-25.
Deputy Mayor Raymond.
And I totally agree with Mayor Kane, Deputy Mayor Kane. I think it's wonderful that we're going to have these debates. That's what we should have been doing all along. And I vote yes on the agenda.
Thank you, and Mayor Garnto.
Okay, before I vote, I just want to talk about specifically the 519-25. I just want to make it clear that we can't force anybody to come to a debate, but there will be dates for the debates, and those who choose to come will be there to answer any and all questions that our residents may have for us or anybody at the debate. So I vote yes.
Yes, and everyone that's running will be invited, whether they're against us or for us. It's an open invite to every single person that would be running for council.
So I vote yes.
Thank you, Mayor. Motion carries. With that being said, that concludes my portion of the agenda this evening. I will turn it over to you.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to open it up to the public for any comments or concerns that you may have. If you want to come up to the mic, I ask you to please state your name, your address, speak calmly, professionally, and, usually we give 3 to 5 minutes, but, I'm usually lenient with that if people are very respectful and articulate themselves in a calm manner. So it's open up to the public right now.
Don't all run up here.
My name is Grzegorz Dymora, Grzegorz. Last name is Dymora. I live on 15 Pacific Avenue in Garfield, and I believe I'm like fourth time here. I was with previous administration complaining about the body shop on the 740 River Drive, ANC body shop. They were open 24/7. There was a period of time they got better. There was like maybe 3 months when the fumes got better, Like the summer this year was bearable. Like I told Mayor that got better. First time I got pool in my backyard. That was the first time I was able to enjoy my backyard. Because the fumes were coming, but there was only 3 minutes here, 3 minutes there. But lately he'd go back to his old ways. Like Friday, my neighbor asked me if she don't have a car, if I could give her a ride to the store. It was 6:30. When I got to, because Pacific is a one-way, I always have to stop by the shop because he's on the corner. And when I stopped, I saw he was painting huge van. Open door, 2 fans on the back of the car, blowing everything to the street. He wasn't just priming, he was painting the car. I have the video first when he was priming, then half hour later I come out, the car's turned white. First it was gray with primer, then it was white. It's not legal. You can only spray cars in the spray booth, whereas filters. But, we're dealing with this, and on top of that, this person, every time he sees me, I have a lot on my plate. I have a special needs child. I have my daughter has got trisomy, and she's got autistic, really bad on the spectrum, And every time I'm pushing the stroller, I feel like big SUV. He's got Infinity SUV. He's slowing down just to show me a finger, call me a fag, because he's losing money. I went to the police station a lot of times. A lot of times I called them, they ask me a question, then I get upset. The conversation goes wrong because, I explained myself. I answer the same question. Why this person feels okay, he can call me names, he can show me, the street is a one-way. I always have to stop by in front of his shop. He feels like, okay, comes out to my car, show me a finger, call me a name. There's no way to live. He proved it. He's not, civilized, I don't know how to call that, to run that business. With the fumes and disrespect, I think this guy proved for 9 years he shouldn't be allowed to run the business. I lost a lot of nerves, a lot of sleeps. Me and my wife, he ruined a lot of our days. Like I said, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I see 3 freshly painted cars in front of. I said, Mr. Mayor, the picture of to you, freshly painted cars. The car is drying for a few days. The exchange of the gases takes a lot of times, and the windows from my daughter's bedroom is only like 20 feet from the street. You know, that's all forever chemicals, like benzene, solvents, microplastics. You know, and this guy, like 8 o'clock, before, you know, the night crew was coming, he was blowing all the dust, like, you know, they sending the cars, you know, the clear coat is all plastic, you know, the clear coat is like a plastic bag, just, they send it with the paper, like, let's say, 1,000, create little flakes, and they blow everything to the street for 15, 20 minutes. You can see clouds. I sent it to you, the videos. Clouds and clouds coming out. This goes to your lungs, stay with you forever. You know? He proved, in my opinion, he proved he shouldn't be allowed to run the business. You know? Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. De Moya. Does anyone else have any comments or concerns? If so, come up to the mic, state your name and your address. Go ahead.
Just a thought, Jerry Ledford, 77 Morris Avenue. This is not the first time I've heard about this particular auto body shop and the problems that the city is having with it. There is an auto body shop called Crown Auto next to the Deborah Gardens apartments that actually are on Van Winkle. Could it be, perhaps he's on the corner of Grand and whatever the next street is
Peary?
down from
I think
Peary. Yeah. So Mark Maritai is the owner. He cannot, he has a top-notch spray booth. It was imported from Italy, and my husband actually helped with the installation of this booth and the setup of this booth. Mark can no longer paint whole cars in there because he's physically not able to. He's got breathing problems, he's got asthma, and he no longer can paint whole cars. However, if this person that's in this auto body shop on Pacific and River Road, maybe he could contact Crown Auto, and maybe there could be some kind of an arrangement that in order for him to stay in business, he's got to do his painting inside of a spray booth, and this spray booth might be available to him for rent. Just a thought. I mean, just sitting here listening to this man, it's not the first time I've heard this. Of course, I would be concerned about that air quality also. So Crown Auto, it's just a thought.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else from the public have any comments or concerns? Come up and do so. State your name and your address, please. Okay, you got two people coming. Okay. You'll be next, ma'am. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Monika Palmowski, and I live in 11 Morris Avenue. Palmowski, Palmowski. I just want to, K. I just want to, confirm what the Greg DeMora said.
What's your address? I'm sorry.
11 Morris Avenue.
Thank you, ma'am.
I just want to confirm what the Greg DeMora said, because we have backyard like 2 houses away from the body shop, and we always want to, enjoy our backyard with my 2 daughters, but we can't. We like run away many times because we smell the fumes. So that's I want to confirm what the Greg said.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Anyone else have? Okay, come on, ma'am. State your name and address, please.
Joan Banez, 20 Hepworth Place, Garfield. I just wanted to bring something to the attention to the City Council. It's concerning the lack of maintenance at the Kalama site, the Meridia Warehouse building on Monroe Street, River Road, Cambridge, and Hudson. It's a very big property, and there's, I really don't have to explain it, but there's a tremendous amount of garbage that has been piling up over months. If you want to see the pictures of there, maybe you can see it from here. This garbage has not happened overnight. This is an accumulation of months.
When were those photos taken, ma'am? Okay.
It was July 4th when I took a walk to see the river walk that was just, finished. And I was just surprised at the amount of garbage that was all around that area. And I contacted a couple of council members.
Can you just speak into the mic too?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Pull it down.
Yeah, so everyone can hear
Pull
you
it
on
down,
the
the
video.
mic, yeah.
I contacted, a few council members and called the city, and I was told, oh, we'll have to give them another call. This has happened about between 3 and 4 years now, that occasionally I've been calling the city. And I was told, oh, we have to give them another call. So my concern is, I was going to say, this property should be maintained, but maybe I'm going to ask you, does this property need to be maintained? Or is there something that maybe it doesn't need to be maintained?
All properties in our city need to be
Yes.
maintained.
Yes, and also, I was also told they were going to be given a summons, but I don't think that's happened because this wouldn't happen again.
Can I see the pictures?
And that, yes. My question is, does this property need to be maintained? It's a shame that we have school number 6, which is right across the street from this property, and our children have to walk to school through this garbage. Packs of beer cans thrown all over. And it's just a shame that our children have to walk through, our families have to have this quality of life in that area. It just gives me the feeling that this builder has no respect for our community, has no respect for Garfield. This builder has no respect for the council members who welcomed him with open arms to Garfield. And he has no respect for himself or his own property. That's his property. It just shows that he has no respect for himself. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, and if something could be done about it.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Sean. Thank you. Anyone else from the public have any comments or concerns? If not, I'm going to close the public comments portion of the meeting down, and I'm going to open it up to our council for any comments. Go ahead, Mr. Riggs.
To address Mr. B's concern, the young lady who was so close to Morris, it's a shame that you have to live like this. I know this has been going on for some time, and I hope there can be a resolution. And I'm sure the mayor, deputy mayor, city manager, we'll find something. It just doesn't happen overnight. But it is a concern. We do hear waivers, and it is a concern, and we want people to get along. So we hopefully something will come up. To Mrs. Baez, the pictures look like, a 6-pack of beer, some sneakers, some garbage. It doesn't come from the building, because it's unoccupied. It's dumped on their property, and you're right, they should clean it up if it is dumped on their property. But it looks like it's coming from outside, because that's material that doesn't come from the thing. And, there's management, and when we know about this, our city manager said someone there, clean it up. When we know about it, it gets cleaned up by them, because she'll notify the building management. It's unfortunate that we have residents or, visitors that come into our town and dump this stuff out there, and it's disgusting, but hopefully through the quality of life, that will get these people and find them accordingly.
Thank you, Mr. Riggs. Councilman Delaney?
Yeah, quickly, just the address to the two people who spoke, and Jerry, thank you for the thought with regards to Crown Auto. Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I agree with the auto body. The auto body's the city's been having issues with the auto body since it's been there. So it's not new to us. With Joan, Richie spoke, yeah. It's the outside of the property, and there's people, it's a shame. But that's not the only piece of property in Garfield that gets dirty. If you go by the train tracks, if you go by the corner of Marcellus and River Drive, there are certain areas all throughout the city where people just throw their garbage. And us, the citizens, we got to do better. We could, that's not us, that's not Garfield. But it's a shame that people do it. I remember before that was even developed, when across the street, where the park is now, when you had the auto bodies and the open space and the old Santillo house. If you remember all the trash being there, we had homeless people there, we had squatters living there, we were infested with rodents.
On River Road?
On River Road. Before that park came. So it's a lot better now than it was back then. But yes, I agree there is no call for that. And us as the city of Garfield, we have to do better. And yes, the owners of the property should be told, if the garbage is garbage in front of my house, I pick it up. I don't put it there, but I still pick it up. If I'm walking down the street and I see garbage, I pick it up. That's just the way I am. But it's a shame everybody in the city of Garfield isn't that way. But, you know, we have to show by example. All right, so I encourage everybody watching tonight, instead of taking a picture of the garbage, let's pick it up and throw it out. Garfield will be a lot cleaner place. With regards to the promotions tonight, great job to our police department. With regards to the events that the city had the past 2 weeks, great job to our event committee. There was a lot of kids at all the events. Garfield rocks. I'm telling you, we live in a great city with all the events we have for the kids and the families. It's a really positive place to be. It is. And a quick shout out to Mr. Diaz, who got elected, who got promoted or voted in last night to appointed. Thank you very much. To the Board of Education, I wish him well. And with that, everybody have a great night.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Kane, would you like to say?
Yes, I'm going in a different direction. You know what? I'm tired of the businesses and the people not taking care of Garfield in this town, just plain and simple. And there are things that we have put into place. And, you know, we do have license renewals. And I'm putting it on record now that if a business doesn't give, I can't even curse, a crap about Garfield, I'm not voting to renew its license, plain and simple. Businesses need to start picking up their weight in here. They don't live in Garfield. They come here, they make money, they leave, and they leave trash all around. So, listen, I would be mad too if I lived on that block. It's horrible. I have a auto body not too far from me. Thank God it's not by a residential. But it's not just auto bodies. It's other businesses too. They come in and they think they own the city because they're making millions upon millions, you know, living here. So, take it as whatever you want to the people watching it, and you could send the messages if you know somebody who owns a business in town. We ran for a specific reason to improve the quality of life in Garfield, and we're going to, whether it's today, tomorrow, a month from now. But before we are up with our term, we will be coming for everyone who doesn't care about the city. Which also goes into the, what was your name? Was it Tony? Yeah.
Craig? No,
Joan, sorry. Going to that too. Listen, I live off of Passaic Street, and all that garbage from Passaic Street blows onto my house, and I have to pick it up. They should have to pick it up. I don't care where it's coming from, and I think we should have property maintenance go there once a week to make sure that it is maintained, because this is not the first, second, or third time we've gotten complaints about this property. So if we can set that up too, to make sure that they're on a weekly basis. And you know what? When these people start learning that we're not going to let it slide, they're going to start paying attention. And the unfortunate side about it is, if I had millions upon millions of dollars, I wouldn't care about cleaning up my property either. I'd let somebody else do it. So the summonses also don't necessarily do anything, which it sucks, but also a reason why we don't want the overdevelopment in Garfield, because we don't want to turn into, I don't want to compare it to another city, because then we'll get yelled at on Facebook later. We don't want to be one of those towns that is cluttered with oversized apartment buildings and garbage everywhere. So, and I'm glad that people are actually coming down, whether the complaint be valid or not. We want people to come down and let us know what's going on, because we can't come, no, I'm not saying tonight, I'm just saying in general. We can't see what's going on in every single part of the town. The unfortunate, there's 40,000 residents in Garfield. You know, we need to work together in order to, you know, address these concerns. So let us know, and if we work together, you guys could message us, email us. Don't tag us in a Facebook post, because we can't see everything that's going on Facebook, unfortunately. But feel free to send any one of us an email, and we'll forward it to the proper places. That being said, make sure you guys download the Garfield app. I say this every meeting. We do have a couple events coming up between November and December. We have November 9th, we have the Harvest Market at the Rec Center. That's on a Sunday. It's going from 10 to 3. We have the tree lighting December 5th. We hope. We're lighting something on December 5th. Tricky Tray. December 9th, we have Polish Night Out. Tricky Tray. It's not just for Polish people, but we want to be able to, as the time goes on, we want to celebrate all cultures in Garfield, not just one, not just two, not just three, but there will be something for everything moving forward over time. So this is in December, a little Tricky Tray. It's on December 9th. It's for everybody. Check out the events page. And December 12th, there is another holiday market. We'll have Santa will be coming down and hanging out with the kids and everything. So go to garfieldevents.com, which will link you to the Facebook page so you could follow us and see what's going on in town. Thank you guys for coming out, and have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Riggs. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Kane. Mr. Riggs, would you before you go, Deputy Mayor, hold on one second. Tana, go ahead.
Coming up soon, so for trick or treat. So parents, just make sure your kids are safe to walk in the streets.
All right.
Let me jump in really quick again. That Tricky Tray is on December 6th, not December 9th. It's Saturday, right at the Senior Center on Midland Avenue. So it's December 6th. No, I just said the wrong date.
Okay. All right. Deputy Mayor Tana, would you like to say something?
I would like to say something.
Go ahead.
I was one of the people that Joan contacted about the property on Monroe and River there. I did report it to, I think I called our city manager. I think she sent property maintenance down there. They got there a few days later, and they were only given a warning. Now, I know from the neighbors down there, because my son treats many of them, they're all complaining about the garbage. Now, before that building was put up, when it was being remediated, you never saw all that garbage laying all around that property like that. Maybe there were squatters on River Road, I don't know, but there was all that garbage that's laying like along Cambridge Avenue and down the side. It was not like that. It is absolutely disgusting. And truthfully, I wouldn't want to live there with that. And they didn't own. Now, they were given a warning. Now the property owner should be fined. What I was told, the first time they get a warning, then after that they get fined. So that property owner, if it's not cleaned up, they better be fined. And we really should be doing that all over town. I don't know, at our next meeting, I think I will ask for a report about that, but I mean, we had put in an ordinance that, you know, the property owners had to keep their property clean, especially business owners. So we need to, you know, maybe do a little better enforcement on that. But Joan did complain about that, and that was a while ago. And now here we are. It started all over again. And whether somebody, I mean, if somebody comes here, I find cups from, you know, from Burger King and stuff on my lawn here, because people come here and down to the park and they throw stuff out. I'm responsible to pick it up, and I do. So everybody's responsible for their property. As far as Mr. Demore with that body shop, I did get, somebody sent me a text this week with one of his neighbors. The cars lined up on that street were ridiculous. I don't know why, if we have an ordinance against these body shops, why we cannot enforce it. I don't understand. because this week it seemed like it was really out of control. I have the picture in my phone. When I see you all, I can show it to you. It was sent to me by one of his neighbors, and they just said that the situation down there was becoming unbearable. So it's something I think that we do need to address. And Mayor and Deputy Mayor, do not worry about our tree lighting, because if worse comes to worse and we don't get a good tree down at the field, I have my little 4-foot tree I'll bring, and we can light that one.
Charlie Brown Christmas, right?
Huh?
Well,
I got the Charlie.
Brown Christmas
Well,
tree.
I have to have a little tree because otherwise Enzo feels it's obligation to water it. So I have to keep it on a table. I can't have one on the floor. But that being said, it sounds like it was a wonderful night. I'm sorry that I had to miss it, but I am really suffering with 2 earaches. So hopefully, this too shall pass. Okay, I guess that's it. Everybody have a good week.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor.
Okay, it's up to me now. Before I make my comments, I just want to just say what a wonderful, truly a wonderful night it was tonight, honoring 3 of our police officers and showing the support that was here in support of them. The police department and just retired officers and family and friends. And that's just a testament on how respected our new chief and our deputy chief are. The men and women truly respect their leadership. And tonight was a show of that. And I just wanted to just say congratulations to all 3 of them. They're very much deserving of it. I'm very proud to say, and past council did well too with the hiring and promoting of the officers, but since we've been here 10 months, we've promoted 7 officers and hired 3 new officers, so that's not bad, and I just want to thank our city manager for allowing us to do so and to keep the number of our officers, who I believe is between 68 and 70 now. We have 3 in the academy as I speak. I believe they get out in December, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I also want to, before I discuss the topics that were discussed by the residents, I just want to commend our events committee. I want to commend our rec director, Ms. Banch, and I also want to commend our deputy mayor, Kevin Kane, because he took this event committee and ran with it. And I knew his expertise and his professionalism. Things that he did before I even met him, and it's just proven to really shine. And I just want to thank all of those involved. And I personally want to thank our Deputy Mayor Kane for that.
The mayor is also very heavily involved too, but he's not going to say him.
I just like giving credit.
Stop being so humble.
So wipe that dirt off your face. Okay.
Joey did have a bag of Halloween candy at the trunk or treat, though. They were
People
expired.
called me. They got sick from that, Joe. But no. Okay. Now let's get to the serious stuff here. Craig and Monica that spoke. Craig, I received, I'm not exaggerating, probably 100 videos, texts from you. I see it and I know it's real. I'll give you a quick story. Probably about 4 months ago, when I first started getting my first complaint from you, myself and Deputy Mayor Kane went there, spoke to the owner, and we had what we thought was a very, very good conversation with him. But I got to tell you, that same night we passed there, and they were spray painting, they were spraying a vehicle with the doors open. And I got video of it myself. That same day that I spoke to these people,
Right after the council meeting.
right after the council meeting, we took a ride over there, and they were spraying a car with the garage doors open. And I also want to put on record, I live at 50 Jewel Street, and I smell the fumes at times. I got to say, it depends how the wind's blowing, and no. I just want to say that I also smell it, and you know, we got to put an end to this. I don't know who owns that property. I was told somebody did. I'm not going to call them out, but whoever does own that property, he or she should talk to this person that runs this body shop and put them on notice, because I'm going to tell you right now, we are going to put things into effect that could possibly, I don't want to say hurt them, but they're going to comply, because who wants a body shop putting their vehicles on our street, which we are so desperate for parking? They shouldn't use our streets for an extension of their garage. No, that's not right. I have videos. I took pictures on my own. I got videos and pictures from Craig. I mean, on any given day, there's 4 to 8 vehicles parked there, newly painted, and I personally think they're doing it purposely to aggravate him. But whether you're doing it to aggravate somebody or not, they should not be allowed to park their vehicles on our street. They don't have enough room, move out, go somewhere else. If your business is prospering that great, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. So I would just want to tell both of you that this is gonna happen. It does take time, but believe me, it will be resolved one way, shape, or form. I'm guaranteeing you, and I'm glad that you came to this meeting. Ms. Ledford, I want to thank you for your thought about the crown. Listen, I will be there tomorrow talking to him. If it's not working here, maybe you want to take your cars and paint it over there. That booth is, that business is not using that. Again, well, we were told about the filters that they were right, and you know what? I don't believe anybody anymore. Let me touch base on Miss Joan Baez. As far as that property over there, it is atrocious. And you know what? I'm not necessarily blaming the owner of that property, but he does own it. He should maintain it. That outskirt, that's his, the grass area on the outside, he's got to maintain. I will say on their behalf, these pictures are nothing compared to what I saw a couple of months ago. And I went there and we complained. The city manager called, gave them a notice, and I went down there and I have video. They were picking up. They were picking up and cleaning up. And again, like Councilman Rigoloso just stated, I don't really think it's the people that work there. I don't know what people go there, they frequent. Listen, I live on Jewel Street, Wawa. The people that park there, they go to Wawa, they park on the side streets, they discard their garbage from there. So it happens. It stinks. There's times where I got to pick up, when it's windy, stuff from Wawa all over my property. So I'm not saying you should clean that, because that's ridiculous. I mean, there's big bags there. But, cups and stuff. Yeah. What else? There was something else. There was a couple. 3 Morris Ave. No, I think that's about it. I just want to wish everybody a safe and happy Halloween. Just be careful out there. Like the councilman stated before, just be cautious of the kids, especially on Halloween day. And also, yes, thank you. Thank you. I just want to assure everybody out there in this audience and anybody watching this right now, I'm going to assure you that these dirt bikes, these e-bikes, they will be addressed. They are being addressed. We have our chief in the back right there. I'm not going to put him on, but I know what's coming down or what's being discussed. So we're going to do everything in our power to get this under control. I can assure you of that too. Okay, before I end, I just want to say hello, Damon. Damon, hello. How are you? Shout out to you, my man. Shout out to you. Congratulations on your little girl that's coming very soon. All right, Joe, did I do good? All right.
Thank you, Mayor. I apologize, but something one of you had said reminded me before I asked for a motion to adjourn. Can I have a motion to approve the Halloween curfew for 2025?
What is the curfew?
I believe it's usually a Halloween night, and the night before they have to be accompanied by a parent after, I believe, 9 p.m.
Deputy Mayor Tanner made the motion. Anybody say?
Okay. A motion by Deputy Mayor Raymond, seconded by Rigoloso. On roll call, council members Rigoloso. Delaney.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane. Deputy Mayor Raymond. Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you, and my apologies about that. With that being said, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Oh,
Okay,
Wait.
motion carries.
Publicly or after? 'Cause we already.
I really appreciate you guys doing the sign, Dr. Ken.
oh, I was
I really am proud of all of you to think of that man, how he put his business here. You recognize it. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you so much. And you know what? I apologize. I actually had it on my notes here, but that's the fourth one I was looking at. The event that we did with renaming the street after Dr. Dan and Dr. Ken. It was a very nice turnout. We had a very nice lunch at Goodfellows. You know, it was a nice honor for two icons of the city. It truly was. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up, sir. We're closed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, just to let anybody know, the three recently promoted officers, there's going to be food and some beverages, some soda and water and stuff at Company 4. So if you want to go and congratulate them again, you can do so. Company 4 right across the parking lot. Oh, okay.
Yes.